Hello and welcome to another episode of How To with Paul Henderson. Today's video is going to be on my 120 days of being sober, seizure-free, and TIA-free. And just to show you that I'm telling you the truth, I got this. It is my certificate for being 120 days sober. That's 4 months, and that is definitely something to be proud of. I had made it through the 10 days, which on the 11th day I had severe withdrawals. I made it past the 30, the 60, and the 90, and now I'm at 120. I'll tell you this though, as each month goes by, I feel better and better. I feel totally awesome today. Yesterday was my first vacation day of having 12 days off. So this is my second day, and I actually purposely put in for my vacation to have it at this specific time because I think this is a really important time for me, and it is definitely something to be proud of because I'm now at 4 months of being sober and seizure-free and TIA-free. But has it been easy? It's been pretty easy. During each month that goes by, I have had very small episodes. Maybe they were micro seizures, micro TIAs. I really don't know, but I actually think they are micro TIAs. I did have a few between the 90 and 100 day of between the 90 days and 100 days of being sober. The past 30 days, the ones that I have had, they've been a lot smaller than the previous ones, and they are less frequent. So I think that is a really good sign that they are diminishing in frequency and definitely in intensity. They don't feel anything like they did prior to quitting alcohol. And like I said, as each month went by, they got less and less intense and in frequency, I guess. I don't know how to word it. So this time what I had wrote down some stuff. I mean, I did it before too, but this time I wrote down sentences that I just wanted to touch on, then I'll just ad-lib from there. So of course I did the intro. That took about 10 takes. I already mentioned that as of today, which is January 22nd, I am at 120 days, and I'm going to give you the exact time that I have been sober. Let me go ahead and pull up my sobriety app, which is the Quizilla app. So as of right now, it is 1:03 p.m. I'm at 120 days, 13 hours, 2 minutes, and 58 seconds. And I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that and show you that right now. So here we go. And if I click on that box, it says I am at 66.1% before I reach the 6-month mark. And I'm currently at a savings of $1,291.54. I've never had to reset this timer one single time. I did start a second Quizilla timer. I was going to try to quit eating sweets, but I couldn't seem to do that. I had to reset the timer on that quite a few times. So once again, I deleted that part of the Quizilla app, or that timer. I give up on that. But since I'm on vacation, I am going to start it again. So I'm going to have a total of 12 days to stay away from all sweets. Like I said, I like Reese's peanut butter cups and cookies. I did cut back on the candy bar portion of the sweets. I've been eating some cookies at work, but as of today, well, as of yesterday, had no sweets. Same thing today, so we'll see how that goes. And hopefully when I go back to work, I won't restart eating sweets again. So this time, I'm going to check off each thing that I go through. So I did 3 things already. So I have to say I've had 0 withdrawals, and I haven't had any seizures, at least that I know of. I don't know if I can consider those micro ones that I've been having a seizure or a stroke, a mini stroke. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm going to say no, that I haven't had any. And I did get the letter back from the DMV a couple days ago. They are not going to suspend my license, which is awesome. So thank you to, I forgot the guy's name. It was the person that I was dealing with the DMV. I can't remember his name, but he was really nice. We had a phone interview. We emailed each other back and forth. Really nice guy. I totally get why they were considering suspending my license, because as soon as they see the word seizure, they automatically think that I'm having like falling down, blacking out seizures. Well, I'm not. What are they called? My seizures are called simple partial seizures. So I'm not having the full-blown seizures that a typical person would have while they're having a seizure. But I was placed on a 90-day medical probation period, so by April 19th, I have to see my doctor and have him fill out some forms, and hopefully I don't have any more seizures or wind up in the hospital. And once that is done, he fills out the forms, I send those to the DMV, and hopefully that'll be it, and I won't be on any more medical evaluations, or they won't suspend my license. So let's see if I can cross my fingers. I always have a hard time, so I'm going to cross my fingers that everything goes well on that part. And I don't know. Like I said before in other videos, only if I knew what alcohol was doing to my body, I would have quit a long time ago. It's just didn't know. I'm going to remove the label that I was an alcoholic, because I really don't feel like I was. I think I would have to consider myself I would have to considered myself a chronic drinker, because I did not drink to get drunk. I didn't have to drink. I just did it because I liked drinking beer. I liked it. I loved the taste of it. And I loved to have beer and French fries, which are probably the two things you shouldn't have together. And I don't like that label of being an alcoholic, but I don't know. Might have been borderline, but I'm gonna say that I was a chronic drinker. But let me go ahead and touch on the partial seizures. I did a printout, and so this is what they are. The symptoms of a simple partial seizure. Let me re-say that. Symptoms of simple partial seizures are muscle tightening, and I could say that I had that. Unusual head movements, no, I don't think I had that. Blank stares, yes. Eyes moving from side to side. That's a possibility, because when they would happen, I think maybe they might have just a tad moved a little bit to one side or the other. Numbness, definitely. Tingling, definitely. Skin crawling. This is where you feel like ants are crawling on the skin. It's a definite yes. That didn't happen very often, but it did happen. Hallucinations, seeing, smelling, or hearing things that aren't there. Yes, to every single one of those. I never did mention the smelling part, but yeah, I did smell things that I know weren't there. And sometimes it smelled like something was burning. And I know that's supposed to be a sign of something. I can't remember what it was. And then there is flushed face. Yes, I definitely had that. Dilated pupils. I'm not too sure. I can't say I had that, because I never really looked for that. Rapid heart rate and pulse, most definitely. Changes in vision, yes, 100%. And it mainly affected my left eye. There were some times over the past, I would say 6 years, I actually called in sick, and I lied to him and told him I had a really bad headache. But in reality, I was having a hard time seeing out of my left eye. I would have double vision, really, really bad. I could still see and drive, but it was very uncomfortable, and I just knew that if I went to work, it would have been too hard. So I just told him I had a really bad headache. The other one is feeling deja vu, feeling like The current place and time have been experienced before, and I would have that numerous times. Changes in mood or emotion, yes. Unable to speak for a short while, no. I don't think anything could ever shut me up. But I will admit that maybe I would have difficulties getting a word out or putting a sentence together. But I mean, it wasn't really bad, but it was just, it was noticeable. So what I'm thinking is because of the head trauma I sustained as a kid, and I did have a lot of that, and it was quite a bit. I've already mentioned how many times I've hit my head on the right side, fallen out of a car, getting hit by a utility truck, running my moped into a Volkswagen, hitting the fender head on with my head with no helmet, skiing accidents, motorcycle accidents. I'm really surprised I'm still alive. But hey, I'm here. So I have to believe that what my doctors have said, I guess, yeah, multiple doctors. But mainly, I have to believe what my neurologist has said, that because of the head trauma and the stroke they know of that I had, they can't tell how old it is, but I told them what had happened in 2011, and they are pretty sure that that's what that was, a mini stroke, and I do have proof that that is right here on the right side of my brain. I do have an appointment with the neurologist on April 5th, so I'm going to go see him to get a new evaluation, and that evaluation is for the DMV, so hopefully everything goes smooth on that. But anyway, Dr. O came to the conclusion that my alcoholic withdrawal seizures was brought on by the head trauma because of and it has to do with the stroke, the mini stroke that I had had. Because once I quit drinking, they went away. Well, they went away pretty quick, but then they also continued to fully go away. Okay, well, maybe not fully, but I don't know. I guess the micro ones still might be something. I don't know. But like I said, they are nothing like the ones I was having before I quit drinking. So it's only been 4 months. I can't expect miracles overnight. It's going to take time. Everything I read said it could take, 6 months to a year before your body gets back to normal. And I'm heading in the right direction. And I already talked about that, the head trauma. So on January 2nd, I went back to the gym. I've been going twice a week only. I don't want to push myself too hard. So this is at what? Today's the 22nd, so so it's already been 3 weeks since I've been back. And prior to quitting drinking, when I would try to go to the gym, when I would get done, I would be totally exhausted and I could barely walk up the stairs when I got back home. And if I went from the gym and went to work, it was really bad. Now when COVID came around, that was when I really started drinking, and that was when the drinking picked up. Now it also makes me kind of wonder is the way I was feeling after I recovered from COVID. Now I'm starting to second guess, was it COVID-related symptoms or was it alcohol-related symptoms? Because once I gave up drinking, a lot of the stuff that I was experiencing after I had COVID, I'm not having it anymore. So I think alcohol was the main issue. Yes, I did get COVID really bad, and it took me a while to get over it. And maybe it was 6 months, maybe after having COVID, I was having really, it was really bad. And when I would go to the gym and then go to work, it was really hard. I can't explain it. I would have a hard time breathing. My blood pressure would skyrocket, my pulse rate. I I should have wrote some of that stuff down just so I could have kept track of it. But so I had went to Kaiser. They ran some tests, and they did this one test. It was called the lung capacity test, I think. I'm inside of a plastic box on a chair, and I believe I have a tube in my mouth, and I have to do breathing, not exercises, but I have to like breathe air in, hold it, let it all out, hold it, and that went on for, I don't know, 20 minutes. So not that long after, got the test back. They said my lungs were functioning perfectly, so that means COVID did not affect my lungs at all. So knowing what I know now, I'm pretty sure that the alcohol was the problem all this time. Now, it's been 4 months, and I will say this, my hair, my nails, my skin, everything is still improving. You may notice that my hair is definitely a lot darker than it was on the last video, and definitely darker than on my 30-day video. And I'm gonna, dang it, that's the remote control for the TV. So the other day I ended up using my Just for Men hair color, and this one is H35. The beard one is M35. I couldn't handle the gray hair. Let me get that remote real quick. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, yes, I'm very vain. Let's see what else. What else? Okay, so, I mean, I still got a little bit of redness on my cheeks. I'm not too sure what that is. I think when I wash my face, I rub the towel a little bit too hard, and it just irritates the skin right here. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that it's not skin cancer, because when I went for my last procedure at the plastic surgeon, they did something on my forehead. He was looking at my skin, and he told me I need to stay out of the sun because he can see the starting signs of skin cancer. So I'm not too sure what that is. And I hope that isn't what this is, because that's not good. But I am setting up an appointment with Kaiser for that, to have that checked out, just to see. Okay, so I only got a few more things left to talk about, so I think this is the 11th one or the 10th one. So excuse me. So the most I weighed was 185 pounds. I have never weighed that in my entire life. And I was looking at some old pictures, and you can definitely see it in my face, although I did kind of like the more roundest face. I think I looked pretty good, but when I would stand in front of the mirror naked, no, I did not like the way I looked. And then a couple weeks ago, before I started going back to the gym, I was at 166 pounds. Today I weighed myself, I was 167.8. And I'm sure that's going to go up a little bit more because I'm going to start gaining muscle. So at my 6-month sobriety video, I had took some photos, a front side of me and the back side, and I'll take another front side and back side video, and at the 6-month sobriety video I'll show you both of those, and we'll see the difference. The mole that I have on my chest is super light now. It used to be pure black. I had some black dots all around, like I said in the previous video, like someone had dabbed me with a marker. They are still slowly fading away. They're fading away really slow, but they are going away. It really does make you wonder what alcohol does to the entire body. I mean, you drink the alcohol, which is ethanol, and then your body turns it into acetaldehyde, and then your body turns that into acetate, and some of that makes its way into the brain, and it's not good. So that's probably affecting the stroke area, causing the neurons to misfire or whatever they do, and that's why I was having alcohol withdrawal seizures and the mini strokes. I don't know. I've read so many things, and everything just points to alcohol just being totally bad for you because it's a poison and it's a toxin, and hopefully I don't gain too much more weight. Maybe I'll get up to like 172 and that'll be it. So prior to quitting alcohol, I would be totally exhausted when I would do something. Now, I had waxed my truck last June, July, August of 2023, and when I got done, I was totally worn out. I ended up going to work, and I felt like crap the whole entire day that I was, well, most of the day that I was there. Now, just the other day, I had, let's see, did I write it down? Oh, and then on 1/11, I had waxed my truck again. And I even went to work afterwards. I was totally perfect. I didn't feel any different before I waxed it than after. So that proves, without a shadow of a doubt, I am definitely getting better. And my body is healing itself. And it does take, it takes time. Like I said, I can't expect anything to just, I can't expect it just to clear up right away. I've been drinking since basically I was, to not sound like an alcoholic, we'll just say that I've been drinking since I was 20, even though I had my first drink at like 15. No, I had my first drink when I was between 6 and 8. And then, I got drunk my first time when I was 15 and a half, thanks to my sister, Debbie. That was probably one of the worst hangovers that I've ever had. And I've had many after that, but the last time I got drunk was in 2011. And that was another really bad hangover. And I think the one before that was in 2005 when my sister got married. That was another really bad hangover. After I gave up drinking, the first 30 days I still ate like I normally ate. Between the 30 and the 60, I started eating better. And then between the 60 and 90, even more better than the previous month. And then between the 90 and the 120 day, I've been doing really well. I'm eating smaller portions. That is why my weight most likely went down. I'm eating salads every day. I went to Sizzler with a friend, and I ate at the salad bar, had 2 huge salads. I cut back on red meat, although I'm still having a steak here and there. I'm eating more meals at home. I stopped going out to eat. I don't go to fast food restaurants anymore. I think I'm eating a hell of a lot better than I have in quite a long time. Now, I think one of the follow-up visits after my 3-day visit, no, after my 30-hour stay in the visit, after my 30-hour stay in the hospital in September, because that would be 4 months ago, right? I had went for a blood panel to have some blood withdrawn for a blood panel. So I'm hoping at the 6th month, well, before my 6-month video, I'll go back and have another blood panel done. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what those numbers will be. I'm sure they're going to be like, now the last ones were all within parameters. So I'm hoping these ones are going to be like 100% right on, right where they should be. So starting next week, because I'm at my 4th month of being sober, I'm going to start going to the gym 3 days a week. So I'm going to go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm not going to go on the weekends because there's too many people, and I really don't like being around a lot of people. Actually, I hate people. not everybody. Just I hate crowds. I'm sorry. I hate going places where there's a lot of people. I don't like it, especially right now because everyone's starting to get sick. So line number 15. So what do I do to keep myself from drinking? I still watch videos I watch one video every single day. Now, I did watch these ones here fully. I know the red lines are all the way across, but I had resaved them so they would be at the bottom of the list so you can see. Now here is my 10-day one, 30-day one, 60-day one, and 90-day video. So like I said earlier, if you want to sustain from drinking and you're having a hard time, either get help. I'll put a number up for that. I think maybe in your area, if you live in a different state than I do, I live in Riverside, it might be a different number to call for help. But in mine, here's the number. I didn't get any help. I do realize I should have. I think it would have made it a little bit easier. But what I like to do is I watch one every single day. So this guy, Andrew Huberman, he gets in a real great detail about this one, on this one video of what alcohol does to your body, brain, and health. Sober Leon, and I said it before, he's another guy you have to watch. And of course, here is Jay, right here. Let's see, I'll go over there real quick. Oh, he can't. This guy right here. How to Get Sober on Your Own in 30 Days, episode 186. So you got to watch his too. So, I guess that is my way of staying away from alcohol. It just it reassures me every single time that I am doing the right thing by not drinking. And I'll say it again. I said it every single video. Alcohol is bad. You get nothing from it. It's just pure empty calories. It destroys every cell and organ in your body, including your largest exterior organ, which is your skin. And like I said, my skin is definitely improving. You can't see it on the video, but I had some. Let me put this down real quick. I had some, I guess they're called liver spots on my hands. They're definitely a lot lighter. I mean, considerably lighter than they were before I quit drinking. If your liver isn't too damaged to where once you quit drinking, you get all that crap out of your body, your liver can start functioning properly. Maybe it starts to repair itself enough to fix stuff like this. Now, even though I've been having what I call little micro mini strokes, if they can even be called that, my eyesight has been staying stable. I haven't had any blurred vision, double vision, triple vision. Haven't had any of that. Haven't had any mood swings. I haven't been irritated, irritable. I've been feeling awesome. And between the 90 days and this 120-day video is the best I felt out of the last 4 months. I know I probably repeated myself quite a few times, but I think I think this might be it for the video. Oh, there was this one person that left a comment. I mean, nothing bad. She just said, how could you, let's see if I can word it right. How are you having alcohol withdrawals on only drinking $75 a week? Well, I left her a reply saying that the $75 a week that I calculated was kind of like a minimum of what I was drinking. I mainly drink at home. So when I stocked up on those 18 packs of beer where I may have had 12 to 18 to 20 at one time, those beers would cost me probably 75 cents each. So I wasn't drinking, I mean, I was drinking a lot. 1 to 2 a night on a day off, 2, 3 maybe. If it was a really nice day and really hot, and then maybe I was waxing my truck, I might drink 3 or 4 or 5, maybe more. But overall, with the amount of money that I was paying for the beer at home, and if I went somewhere and I drank one beer, I think it might have averaged about 75. Some weeks it might have been maybe a few bucks more, a few bucks less, so I figured the average would be about 75. You know, that included if I drove somewhere with gas, so I don't know. I might have spent more, but yeah, I was definitely having alcohol withdrawal seizures from when I couldn't drink. Well, that's going to be it for the video, so hope you liked it, and hope you find it helpful in some way. I know it's long, and I don't think there's going to have to be much I'm going to have to cut out of it. Maybe a couple words here and there. I don't know. But anyway, if you like this video, tap the like button. Tap the subscribe button. That really helps out my channel. And the bell icon, and you'll get notifications as new videos come out. And be sure to leave a comment, because that will also help with the YouTube algorithm. And I don't know. And if you want to help it out, and if you want to help out my channel, tap the super thanks underneath this video. You can't do it on your TV, but you can do it on your computer and on your smartphone. You can tap the super thanks button and make a donation. Anything I get goes right back into my channel, mainly to do my truck stuff, to my truck. Anyway, folks, that's it. Have a great day, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Bye. Now I got to make sure I don't trip on all these wires, because in a previous video you saw what this looks like. Anyway, that's it. Have a good day. Bye.